Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the illustrious Queen's Hall in Trinidad and Tobago, Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. And we are here
to welcome the world to the Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago pageant, the greatest show. Joining me is Miss Peridot Webster.
And I am so pleased and I'm so happy to be alongside Calypso royalty, Miss Heather McIntosh Simon, as we are here to take you through our online audience, taking you through this evening's proceedings as we celebrate the greatest show.
The greatest show.
It's not just crowning a queen, Heather. It's about identifying self-development. It's about identifying those queens, and all of them are queens in their own right.
They are all queens, and they have proven themselves over the last, especially over the last 4 months. Over the last 4 months, they have been working diligently at improving their own selves and being able to represent their communities and hopefully represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Miss Universe pageant, which will be held in Thailand in October this year.
I think you and I can go on that trip.
I
yes?
am hoping that we can fit in a suitcase.
We can fit in a We are going to be joined shortly on stage, but we just want to give everyone the opportunity that for those of you that are logged on, thank you for logging on. And if you want to pass the link on Island TV, that is doing us the honor of streaming this prestigious event for us this evening.
Sure.
And we are asking you to share the link.
The hall is being
filled up now.
It's filling. Queen's Hall can hold. We have a seating capacity of about 750, and the numbers are growing. So we expect that in just a short time, we are going to have a full packed audience here at Queen's Hall in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and we're looking forward to being joined by our diaspora all over the Caribbean and the world. We thank Island TV for bringing this presentation to Trinidad and Tobago and to the world.
You know, one of the things, Heather, that I am definitely looking forward to, yes, we are seeing the 14 queens, because from what I understand, they would have started off with 21 women.
Well, at the beginning, yes,
they've been
whittled down to 14.
To 14, but one of the things that I am truly looking forward to our audience hearing about is the talent that each of them have. Not only the talent, but their professions. We have doctors, we have
medical professionals,
we have business
accountants and business professionals, etc., who are also going to be a part of this entire gala that we are having this evening. The important thing for me, the highlights of this event for me, is really the community work that they've been doing.
Definitely.
Yes.
Voices of change.
Voices of change. Yes, they have been working diligently in their communities, trying to align their projects with the UN's sustainable goals.
Correct.
So we are looking forward to see some of the projects that the young ladies have been working on as they try to not just uplift themselves and their communities, but the nation as a whole.
One of the things that I paid attention to, Heather, is that yes, they would have come into the competition and they would have had their Voice of Change project, etc. to do, but the majority, if not all of them, had their individual projects taking place prior to them entering the competition.
Exactly.
So we have one of the contestants. She's actually the head of her village council, and so many others are doing work before.
Yes, there's one particular contestant as well who works with children with special needs, which is something that we've been seeing growing over throughout the entire world, as a matter of fact. And I think that it's commendable, the projects that the young ladies have. But we will leave that for a little bit later on, when we will each get an opportunity to see the individual projects.
Well, we're off to a break right now. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to the greatest show, Miss Universe 2025.
Being brought to you by Island TV.
Produced by Crowns and Sashes.
drinking are not allowed in the auditorium. Smoking is not allowed in the building. Flash photography and any unauthorized audio or video recordings are strictly prohibited. In case of an emergency, an announcement will be made. You will immediately but calmly proceed to any of our 4 exits closest to you. 2 exits are located on the left and right lower hall. These exits will lead to the east and west emergency exits. Once through these exits, you will be required to move away from the building and assemble at the muster point furthest end of the south car park. The other 2 exits are located on the left and right upper level of the hall. Individuals exiting through the upper level will be required to move along the corridor, down the front stairwell toward the lobby area, and through the front entrance to assemble at the muster point to the furthest end of the south car park. In the event of an earthquake, if you are inside the auditorium, you are advised to lean forward or hold on to the seat in front of you or next to you. Please remain in your position. After the shaking has ended, the usher will guide you to exit the building as quickly and safely as possible. If you require any assistance, please seek the attention of the Queen's Hall's ushers. They will be more than willing to assist you. At this time, please put all cell phones on silent. Thank you, and again, welcome to Winfred Atwell Auditorium.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Please remain standing.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest show, the Miss Universe pageant, Trinidad and Tobago, taking place at the illustrious Queen's Hall in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago.
So the national anthem would have just finished, and now we have the prayer stage.
Help us to walk with grace, speak with clarity, and radiate authenticity in all that we do. May the show be a celebration of our hard work, dedication, and inner beauty. Protect every contestant, director, coach, and team member. Let there be unity, joy, and respect in the atmosphere. Win or lose, may we walk away with growth, purpose, and pride in how we represent ourselves, our community, and our country on a whole. And above all, may everything we do bring glory to you. Amen.
We are getting ready for the event to begin. The anthem has been sounded, the anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and we have just had the opening prayer.
Opening prayer.
Having been said. So we are getting ready now for the start of the show.
At this time, we would like to thank our sponsors who made this evening possible. Island TV, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Queen's Hall, AMCO, the Skin Health Institute, the official skincare sponsor of Miss Universe TNT, Cooties Couture, the official evening gown stylist of Miss Universe TNT, Eventsland Limited, Trinity Junior School, Prestige Holdings KFC, Plus Sizes Clothing, Gossip Spa, Caribbean Estate, She Rocks and Jeans World, K2K Alliance and Partners, Beach Please TT, Trini on the Lookout, Media 22, Savant 77 Events, Epic Clothing, Superior Laundry Services, Zanzibar, Richard's Plant Rental, Nube Nueve, Basil Bistro, Hadco, LOL Photo Booth, Sea Life Marine, Gentle Dentistry, GEMS, Petal Pro Limited, Nails by Raquel, Amco Health and Wellness, and Body by Imran.
We don't want your broken parts. Learn to be ashamed of all the scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. When the strongest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. brave, this is proof, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. We don't want your broken hearts. Learn to be ashamed of all the scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna stand and fly when I drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to beat a drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Live from the magnificent Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, it's the 2025 Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago competition. This is the greatest show.
Bristol Warwood, Byron Tarrier. Amelia Valdez, Kearney East. ready for Morris? Shagonas East.
Shalini Suchet from the right, Shagonas West.
Breja Pear Campbell, Canopia. Anushka Duki, Davidi. Lily Tran, Diamondville. Renushka Burgess, Dago Martin. Samaral Brisson, Gonzalez. Farah Mohammed, Palm East. Yolanda Celeste John, Point Portage. Aura Whittier, San Juan. Aquino Mala Valencia.
Please welcome your host for the evening, the wonderful Something Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please refrain from recording in-house. We ask that you please refrain from recording in-house. Thank you.
Queen's Hall, good evening. Good evening.
So tonight, 14 brilliant and stunningly beautiful women, leaders from across the country, will compete live for the Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago crown. Good evening, everyone. I'm Something Mo, and I will be your hostess with the mostess for this evening. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Because listen, I need the energy and the vibe from you all when we up here, right? We have to support our ladies and let them feel good about themselves, all right? So, wasn't that a dazzling performance by the Prema Shakti dancers? Wasn't that good? Good thing I have my little dress on, I can try something. No? Oh, that's all right. Multi-talented, I could stoop in the dress and pick up the phone at the same time. Showing off my talents. All right? Also, our Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago ladies, they did very well in their dance as well. Stunning in their opening number designs, and for the first time on this finale stage, the 14 lovely young women all competing for a chance to become the next ambassador, the next national ambassador. All right, so after 4 months of intense preparation, these women have become true transformational leaders in their own right. Later on tonight, we'd all get a chance not to only see them light up the stage in swimsuit and evening gown segments, but you would also get to learn more about how they plan to transform their communities one sustainable development goal at a time. So who we supporting tonight for the crown? What does side say here? What's your standpoint? 14? Top 14? Miss Dabadi? Miss Palmis? Miss Diamond Vale? Where's Miss Diamond Vale? What? We have flyers and things like it. So we're here to support everyone tonight. I'm so very excited. Earlier on, you all saw a special feature presentation by the Prima Shakti dancers. Later on in the show, you would also enjoy performances from singer, songwriter, and the very beautiful Rose and Jamal, alongside guest performances from Anderson, our very own Mr. Supranational TNT 2024, and soon we are getting ready to bring the girls back to the stage. But before we do that, we acknowledge some very distinguished guests, men and women with us this evening, all of whom we are very honored to welcome to tonight's show. So without further ado, we would like to welcome Senator the Honorable Satyakama Maharaj, the Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Dr. Narendra Rupnarayan, the Parliamentary Secretary of the Ministry of Culture and Community Development, Mr. Martel Waldron, the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Culture and Community Development, Mr. Victor Valtierra, the Charge d'Affaires Embassy of Mexico, officials of the Mexican Embassy, Mr. Stephen Jones, the President of Crowns and Sashes, National Director of Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Ramon Alexis, Vice President of Crowns and Sashes, the Co-National Director of Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago, Mrs. Janelle Thongs Andrews, hey girl, that girl, hello. All right, Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago 2024, Mr. Garfield George, General Manager, Queen's Hall, and Mr. Elon Duncan, Advisor to the Minister of Culture and Community Development. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give them a round of applause for being here with us tonight for this memorable occasion? And if you have just joined us online, we're online stream, hey. If you've just joined us online, you are watching the finale of Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago, the greatest show, live on islandtv.island.tv. So if you have anyone at home that wanted to be here, they want to see the bacchanal, they want to see the action, tell them that they can log on right now, all right, to islandtv.tv to view live. All right, so from national screening to orientation, sashing ceremony to prelims, this process has proved that this just ain't about beauty. All right, it's not just about beauty. Our coaches and management team took the girls on an intense journey of self-discovery, learning new developmental skills, and meeting with various stakeholders in the national community, all before making it to this coronation stage. So now, to help us make some final decisions, you'll have the real hard part. You'll have to don't envy y'all at all. All right, we have some very esteemed industry experts. Now let's meet the Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago 2025 Selection Committee. Can we give them a round of applause? So, judge number one, we have Mr. Stephen Bassano, fashion designer and marketing manager at Movietown. Thank you very much for being here with us. Judge number two, Avian Mark, Miss Universe TNT 2014. Hey, thank you for joining us. Judge number three, we have Althea Norman, band leader of K2K Alliance and Partners. Thank you for being here with us. Oh, we're kind of matching. I like that. Next up, we have judge number four, Janelle Thongs Andrews, Miss Universe TNT 2024. Yeah. Judge number five, Michael Hooper, the general manager at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Thank you very much for being here with us. Judge number six, Dr. Rachel Eckel, the owner and cosmetic dermatologist of the Skin Health Institute. Thank you very much. And judge number 7, last but not least, Mr. Stephen Jones. Mr. Stevie, President of Crowns and Sashes and National Director of Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago. All right, so judges, welcome. Are you all ready to take on this task? You all ready to see what the vibe is? Me too. All right, so now that we know who the men and women are responsible for tonight's competition, I think we should be ready for some more magic. And remember, for those of you who have just joined us online, we welcome you to the Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago 2025, the greatest show live on islandtv.tv. And now, without further ado, we move into the next act in tonight's greatest show. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome back our delegates in the Beach Please TT swimsuit competition.
Something's got a hold on me lately, though I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in, and the devil's knocking at my door. Whoa, out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me. Trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off.
Miss Barataria. Crystal is an avid steel pan professional player and patriot. She enjoys fitness, modeling, and volunteerism. Crystal hopes to become your next national title holder. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barataria. Miss Carini East. Amelia holds a bachelor's and associate's degree in journalism and media, as well as a cosmetology certificate from YTEP. She loves sewing, baking, and photography, and plays first in the Bocas Lit Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carini East. We welcome Miss Carinage. Zaina is an actress, dancer, and graduate of the UWI with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance. She is the co-creator of Unravel, a show that celebrates the identity and diversity of your stories. Thank you, Miss Carinage. Miss Chagonas East. Latifa is a creative business owner, accountant by profession, and international model. She is driven by philanthropic work with the poor and enjoys spending quality time with her son and family. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chagonas East. Miss Chagonas West. Dancer, makeup artist, and a holder of a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Shalini is proficient in radio broadcasting, social media management, and has participated in 5 previous pageants. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shagonas West.
Baby, I'm crazy. Baby, I'm fine. Baby, it's
Miss Canupia. Breja holds a master's degree in international trade, logistics, and procurement with certification in business analytics. She is also the founder of the Lighting Lives Initiative.
I'm a beast, say it on repeat. Started to believe all your lies. Baby, I'm never falling in love again.
Thank you, Miss Canupia. Bringing to the stage Miss Dabney. This 20-year-old entrepreneur, model, and nature enthusiast is inspired by Priyanka Chopra. She is the founder of Luke's Bakery and is actively pursuing a degree in marketing and business management. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dabney. Miss Diamond Vale. This 30-year-old medical doctor beautifully intertwines science, art, and compassion. Soleil is deeply connected with nature and can be found in a surgical theater or on the catwalk, and even your local billboard. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Diamond Vale. Miss Diego Martin. Renushka is inspired by her mother, who is a biochemist, and her sister, a philanthropist. She was always inclined to women's empowerment and flourishes best when she is performing.
How many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me, trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know?
Thank you, Miss Diego Martin. Miss Gonzalez. This Gonzalez beauty is a dynamic performing artist with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Performing Arts. Samoral is passionate about wellness and healthy living, and she absolutely loves the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gonzalez. Miss Palmiste. Farrow grew up on stage as a belly and ballet dancer. Having studied law in Australia, she returned to TNT to serve and is now currently pursuing a master's in business administration. Thank you, Miss Palmiste. Miss Point Fortin. A proud cabin attendant with a stellar background in fashion and runway. She is a proud mother of 2 children and the founder of Project Sweet Truth. Yolandra is a bold Point Fortin beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Point Fortin. Miss San Juan. Aura is a National Open Scholarship recipient in business studies. She is deeply passionate about children with special needs and facilitates horseback riding therapy for autistic students. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss San Juan. Miss Valencia. Akina is the founder of the Caribbean Charity and Innovative Development and treasurer of the Valencia Village Council. She is a professional interior designer, chef, and a proud mother. Make some more noise for our delegates this evening. That was the Beach Please TT swimsuit competition. At this time, we would like to welcome Mr. Martel Waldron, the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Culture and Community Development, to say a few words. Can we welcome him as he comes, please?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. Allow me to give some salutations. Senator the Honorable Satyakama Maharaj, Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Mr. Victor Valitera, Child Affairs, the Embassy of Mexico, Dr. Narendra Rupnarayan, Parliamentary Secretary, Ministry of Culture and Community Development, officials representing the Embassy of Mexico, Mr. Stephen Jones, President of Crowns and Sashes, National Director, Miss Universe, Trinidad Tobago.
All right, welcome back. So we would have just witnessed the 14 delegates in the swimsuit edition, and they would have done a wonderful job.
Wonderful job. Swimsuits supplied by Beach Please.
By Beach Please. And did you hear the crowd roaring? Everyone roaring for their and cheering for their particular candidate. It's a full house. It's a full house here at Queen's Hall, and they're doing such a marvelous job. And we want to congratulate all of them. But we're about to go to a small break, and we will be back shortly, right here at Queen's Hall, Trinidad and Tobago, the greatest show.
Trinidad and Tobago 2025. To all the incredible women and today's
I'm Crystal Windsor of What's Up Caribbean, and you're watching Island TV.
Good evening again from the Queen's Hall in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. You are here witnessing with us the greatest show, the Miss Universe pageant, Trinidad and Tobago. And Perry, we had the opening act by the Prima Shakti dance troupe. And that
you know, we were trying to practice some of the moves. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's a testament to the rich cultural diversity that we have in Trinidad and Tobago.
Exactly.
That is something, it's something so unique to us here.
You know, cannot be found anywhere else in the world. We are extremely proud of the talent that we have, and not just the Prima Shakti dance troupe, but also our delegates. We had 14 delegates grace the stage in their beachwear, supplied by Beach Please. We thank them so much for their outfits, and we remember, we take this opportunity to congratulate the Crowns and Sashes, the organization behind this event.
Doing all of the production, and I'm so happy that we got an opportunity to see them while they were training. We got the opportunity to see all of the work in the backstage.
And as you can hear in the background, the crowd is truly making a
cheering
on these particular delegates. We have 14 communities being represented here.
And we're going back to stage. I think we're going back to the stage now.
I want my friends to hold some posters for me in the picture. I'm writing that down. Who's here for Miss Diamondville? Convent strong. Convent strong. Convent strong, I like that. Who's here for Miss Diego Martin? I must say, the posters are getting... Is that an air horn? I must say, the posters are getting more and more elaborate. Real glitter on this side, because it was an air horn. All right, so let's see if this next section could beat that. I don't know. Let's make some noise for Miss Gonzalez. Who's here for Miss Palmise? All right, palmies up in the back, palmies in front. I like that. Well, this one, I'll have to stand back a little bit. Let's make some noise for Miss Point 14! You scream for everybody. I like you. I'll ask you to come to one of my next shows. I really like you. Let's make some noise for Miss San Juan! So that sounds like a bullhorn. Listen. Listen. Balloons. It's a celebration tonight. And who is here for Miss Valencia? Nice. Let's give it up for all our ladies. They're working very hard. They've worked very hard over these past 4 months to get here tonight. And of course, we need to say, as we say locally, we have to big up our sponsors, right? So we want to say major shouts and thank you to Island TV, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Queen's Hall, AMCO, the Skin Health Institute, the official skincare sponsor of Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago, Cooties Couture, the official evening gown stylist of Miss Universe TNT. Y'all like my dress? This is from Cooties. Hello. Give you a little spin to the back. All right, thank you very much, Cooties Couture. Also thanks to Eventsland Limited, Trinity Junior School, Prestige Holdings KFC, Plus Sizes Clothing, Gossip Spa, Caribbean Estate, She Rocks and Jeans World, K2K Alliance and Partners, Beach Please TT, Trini on the Lookout, Media 22, 777 Events, Epic Clothing, Superior Laundry Services, Zanzibar, Richard's Plant Rental, Nube Nueve, Basil Bistro, Hadco, LOL Photo Booth, Sea Life Marine, Gentle Dentistry, Gems, Petal Pro Limited, Nails by Raquel, Amco Health and Wellness, and Body by Imran. All right, so thank you to all our sponsors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome back to the stage cohort of Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago. Now sit back and bask in the magic of the Cooties Couture Evening Gown Competition.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make them mundane a masterpiece. Oh my, oh my love.
Miss Barataria. She is a real estate agent by profession. She also has an academic background, a diploma in info technology and business management. And a fun fact, she has a sweet tooth. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barataria. Miss Carney East. She is a customer service representative by profession, has an academic background in journalism and media, and loves baking and trying new recipes. Miss Carney East. Let's welcome Miss Carinage. She is a producer, performing artist, and arts educator. Has a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Performing Arts and Clinical and Mental Health in Expressive Arts Therapy. Fun fact, she was also part of a rap group. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carinage. Miss Chagonas East. A fashion entrepreneur by profession, an academic background in accounting technician, and she loves riding bicycles.
They say the holy water's watered down. This town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually. So if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make them Monday a masterpiece.
Miss Chagonas East. Miss Chagonas West. A digital content creator by profession, an academic background in the Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, and loves East Indian dancing and applying makeup. Thank you, Miss Chagonas West. Miss Canupia, a procurement consultant by profession. She also possesses a Master's International Trade, Logistics and Procurement, and is also an avid steel pan player with Exodus Steel Orchestra. Thank you, Miss Canupia. Miss Davide, an entrepreneur by profession. She's also pursuing a degree in business management and marketing. She also loves baking and visual arts. Thank you, Miss Davide. Miss Diamond Vale, a medical doctor by profession, She's also studied Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. And a fun fact, she won a sandwich eating competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Diamond Vale. Miss Diego Martin. Also a medical doctor by profession. She possesses a BSc in Medical Sciences, a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. Fun fact, she also loves to cook and eat raw onions. Thank you, Miss Diego Martin. Miss Gonzalez, a performing artist by profession. She also possesses a Bachelor of Fine Arts and Performing Arts. She loves to sing and cook.
Something so out of the ordinary. How are you laying me down? Can you dare to bed? On the edge of the night, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, sanctuary. Try to be when you talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gonzalez. Miss Palmis, an attorney at law and business entrepreneur. She holds an MBA in business admin and doctor in law. She is also an aspiring golfer. Thank you, Miss Palmis. Miss Point Fortin, cabin attendant by profession. She also holds a bachelor's in pharmacology and a bachelor's in business admin. Enjoys cooking and baking, but only on special occasions.
You laying me down to the dead of day. On the edge of the night, staying drunk on the vibe. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground in the sanctuary. Try to be with you down, but love you turn me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous, knowing we found.
Thank you, Miss Point Fortin. Miss San Juan. She is currently a university student and holds a BSc in psychology. Fun fact, she is the former member of the TNT national tennis team.
something so out of the ordinary.
Thank you, Miss San Juan. Miss Valencia. An interior designer by profession, she holds a bachelor degree in history and Caribbean studies. Fun fact, her middle name is Tiara. Thank you, Miss Valencia. Now we're going to ask all delegates to please grace the stage. This is the evening gown competition.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so the time is running out. Day after day, we make the Monday a masterpiece. Oh my love, you took me, taking me out of the ordinary. Won't you lay me down till we're dead and buried on the edge of the night, staying drunk on the vibe. The angels up in the clouds, the jealous know we fall. You got me kissing the ground when you sanctuary. Shadow me with your tongue, oh Lord, return me to death. The angels up in the clouds, the jealous know we fall. Oh, my life, how do you breathe in, take my breath away? I try to obey, there's a slow time to play. Oh, my life, taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down, so we're dead and buried. On the edge of your mind, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds, our jealous lonely hearts. You got me kissing the ground, sanctuary. Shadow me with your tongue, oh Lord, return me to death. The angels up in the clouds, our jealous lonely hearts. From the soul,
Don't they look lovely? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. This is the Cooties Couture Evening Gown Competition. Lovely ladies. Thank you, ladies. You may now exit the stage.
Wow. Wow is the only word. It's the only word that we can use. You're hearing the noise in the back. You're hearing vuvuzelas. You swear it's a football match.
It is amazing.
But it's the unwavering support of the family and
all
the
of
fans
the community
and the community.
young ladies. We have just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, the Cooties Couture evening gown competition.
And we must say that we must also thank Cooties for our outfits.
For our outfits,
For art.
we have been tremendously outfitted by Cooties Couture, and we are extremely grateful for these outfits. It was absolutely an amazing segment.
And
Barry.
also to hear their qualifications and all of the activities that they're involved in that we were talking about earlier on.
Precisely. We have amongst us the delegates this evening, we have medical doctors, we have lawyers, we have
Business professionals.
Yes, so we have tremendous talent and tremendous intelligence in these young ladies, embodied by these young ladies, and we are extremely proud to have any one of them represent Trinidad and Tobago and Thailand later
I think
this year.
any one of them will do a superb job, not just representing the country, but representing themselves and the projects that they are all a part of.
Precisely. They each have a project that they have attached themselves to, whether it is an individual one or one that is within their community. And these young ladies are doing extremely well representing the communities from which they come. And we are extremely proud of them and look forward to see how these projects will continue to develop even after the competition.
Correct. One of the things that I've realized, having seen that we got the opportunity to journey with them really for the past 4 months, I'm seeing that yes, while there may be a winner, we are going to, while there may be one winner, we are seeing that there are several of the young ladies. I can see them venturing into so many other different things.
And being winners in their own right.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So we will take a break now. We have to pay the bills, as they say. And we thank you for continuing to journey with us on Island TV as we take in the greatest show, Miss Universe
2025.
Hi, my name is Margie Corman Lindley, the host of Island Gospel Time. You are watching Island TV.
Welcome back, indeed. We're moving to the stage now where we are going to have the top 7 are going to be announced. We started off, as you know, in the competition with 21.
And now we're
Tonight we had 14, and they're announcing 7.
Top 7.
So we go to stage side.
7 finalists. And your first finalist in the top 7 is Dr. Saleh Litren, Miss Diamond Vale. Behind My Smile, a youth mentorship program focusing on young women.
Hello, I am Saleh Litren, and I proudly introduce Behind My Smile, a transformative initiative that's all about empowering young women to discover the strength in sisterhood, mentorship, and guidance. We live in a time where women are taking up space, boldly, powerfully, and unapologetically. Yet, behind every confident smile is a story untold, a silent struggle, or a voice waiting to be heard. Behind My Smile offers workshops that blend self-reflection, emotional literacy, and psychological empowerment. But it doesn't stop there. Aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically Goals 3, Good Health and Well-being, Goal 5, Gender Equality, and Goal 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth. This initiative addresses the full spectrum of what women need to thrive. This project is a must because a woman's smile should be her truth, not her mask. Behind My Smile equips women to feel seen, heard, healed, and ready for success. Join the movement and let's make space for the voices behind the smiles. I am Saleh Litren, your Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago, Diamond Vale.
Miss Saleh Litren, good evening to you. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great. A little calmer than I anticipated, which I appreciate.
You were born for this, right?
I was.
What are you looking forward to the most this evening?
Ooh, taking off my heels.
We applaud you. Thank you very much for being here with us this evening, and we'll see you. We'll see you. This is your people's choice, Miss Diamond Vale, Saleh Litren. All right, so we're going to get ready. Your next delegate who advances to the top 7 is Zaina McDonald-Jara, Miss Carenage.
Universe Delegate for Trinidad and Tobago 2025. People always ask, why Miss Universe? And what's so special about pageantry? Well, I get to use my voice for change. I've created my own online show and community, Unravel. It's born from memory, rooted in identity, and driven by love. I have a deep passion for educating children through drama, dance, and all aspects of the arts. This is why I've created my own children's cartoon, which will soon be launched to children all across Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the world. This cartoon is geared towards fostering emotional intelligence in children and inclusion. Dearest to me is my advocacy for legal justice reform. In Trinidad and Tobago and around the world, people are suffering in silence, right in front of our screens. Some people invisible, and others never to be seen again. That's why I'm advocating for the recognition of our inherent innocence and the dignity of humanity. In the words of Dr. Eric Williams, let's not become the nation of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, but the united nation of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Let's unravel, break barriers, and build bridges. Because unity is not only morally right, it's essential and lucrative to our future.
Miss Carenage, Zaina McDonald-Jara. Good evening, Zaina, and how are are you?
Good evening. I am well, thankfully. Thank God.
I'm very intrigued to hear about your Voice for Change project. Can you elaborate a little bit on how you expect it to change Trinidad and Tobago?
Sure. At the core of it is unity, love, and identity. And I believe if we come together and we find our common relations, then we'll be able to do a lot more with our society.
Strength in numbers, right?
Definitely, yes.
Thank you very much. Ms. Zaina McDonald Jara, Miss Karanaj. So we get ready for another delegate. Please help me welcome your top 7. Miss Renushka Burgess, Miss Diego Martin.
There's a quiet strength in taking the first step. Not the loudest, not the biggest, but one that says, I care enough to try. This is what Voice for Change means for me. It means choosing action over silence. I am Renushka Burgess, and this is Healing Youth, a wellness movement created to combat the rising prevalence of obesity and non-communicable diseases, empowering young people in Trinidad and Tobago to break free from unhealthy cycles and reclaim their right to thrive, not just survive. Healing Youth supports 4 sustainable development goals. Number 1, good health and well-being. Through youth ambassador workshops, improved school cafeteria options, mental and self-esteem support, we make healthy living feel realistic, not restrictive. SDG 4, quality education. We invite nutritionists, mental health experts, and public health professionals to guide students on how to make practical changes that fit their real lives. SDG 3, reduce inequality. Healing Youth is designed for every young person. Our aim is to serve schools in both urban and rural communities. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. We believe wellness should be woven into daily life and not added as an afterthought. Our young people are the heartbeats of the nation. Their future, potential, and dreams all depend on the quality of their life. So I invite you to join us. Let's heal our nation together.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Renushka Burgess, Miss Diego Martin.
Very gorgeous. Thank you for joining us this evening. How do you feel?
I feel absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. So you mentioned proper nutrition in cafeterias. Can you give us an ideal meal? What that would look like for children, an ideal meal at school?
So I can speak from experience. When I went to high school, all we had in our cafeteria was doubles and pies and pylori and sahina. So instead of eliminating the so-called bad foods, why not just introduce options that are healthy for children instead, so that they can make their own decisions and choices? So a healthy meal would be proper protein, like chicken, fish, some carbohydrates, like rice or wheat, and of course, vegetables.
And how do you think their diet affects their performance in life?
Oh, diet definitely affects performance. Physical fitness does not just affect weight, it affects your mental capacity, it affects your psychological capacity as well. And it also affects your self-esteem. So children, they are the heartbeat of the nation. And when we take care of their physical fitness, as well as other areas of their fitness, it produces a youth that is strong and sustainable for Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. Dr. Renushka Burgess, Miss Diego Martin, thank you very much.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for your next delegate? Please help me welcome to the stage Yolandra John, Miss Point Fortin.
Hi, I am Yolandra John, Miss Point Fortin Universe, and this is the Celestial Serenade.
Bathed in shimmer and crowned in rhythm, the Celestial Serenade is a divine tribute to the spirit, magic, and beauty of Trinidad and Tobago's cultural soul. This costume shimmers like stardust. Each jewel represents a tribute to the dreams of those who came before us. Designed by Shane Phillip of Adrenaline City Carnival, this breathtaking costume is inspired by the heartbeat of our nation, the steel pan. The graceful echo of the
Let's make some noise for Yolanda John, Miss Point 410. Good evening to you, and how are you today?
Good evening. If I'm to be transparent, I feel a sense of calmness, but nervous at the same time.
I understand. So your project, Voice for Change, is Sweet Truth, right? Raising awareness, providing support in communities for diabetes. So please give us some insight in how that process has been for you.
To be honest, Project Sweet Truth came from the struggles that my family and I faced with my mother being institutionalized for several days, and truly understanding what chronic illnesses that leads to diabetes is. My mother almost went through several amputations, and for me, it was that time for me to enhance diabetes in terms of educating and empowering my community about living a healthy and holistic lifestyle.
I love that. And what can you say to youth? Because, you know, we like to think when we're young and we could just eat whatever we want, whenever we want, we'll bounce back, man. What is something that you can tell to youth that we need to take seriously about diabetes?
Well, first and foremost, everyone is vulnerable to type 2 diabetes, from children to adolescents, even to adults. First and foremost, we must, again, live a healthy, holistic lifestyle. Know what we eat, exercise, tobacco cessation as well. All of those things can intrinsically change our lives.
All right. Thank you very much. Yolanda John, Miss Point 14, Sweet Truth.
At times, we underestimate the impact of chronic illnesses and the silent pain it brings to families. The Voice for Change platform resonates deeply with me, not because it gives us a space to speak our truth, but it proves that our voices can ignite real transformation. I am Yolanda John, Miss Universe Point 410.
Inspired by my mother's battle with type 2 diabetes, I founded Project Sweet Truth, a movement committed and dedicated to raising awareness and supporting those affected by chronic illnesses. Type 2 diabetes is a non-communicable disease, and under the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 3.4, it is recognized as a major global challenge, with more than 1.5 million lives lost around the world in 2023, while 200 of those deaths occurred in Trinidad and Tobago. Diabetes affects children, adolescents, and adults. But through partnerships with the Diabetes Association of Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Health, and fitness professionals, PST is educating our communities through workshops, school outreach, and virtual forums. Tackling non-communicable diseases requires a united front. Health, finance, education, and agriculture must work together to reduce risk factors, promote early detection, and ensure access to life-saving treatments. A comprehensive approach is key, one that strengthens primary health care and fosters a culture of prevention.
I believe that change begins with awareness, but transformation happens through action. So let's commit to protecting our health and the well-being of those around us. Together, we can be a voice for change and create a world where no one suffers in silence.
Miss Point 14. So we get ready to announce your next delegate for this evening in your top 7. Let's make some noise for Aura Whittier, Miss San Juan.
Aura Whittier. In our beautiful Twin Island Republic, hundreds of children every year face a silent barrier. A barrier to their potential, their learning, their very well-being. Before a child with special needs can access the care that they deserve, they need a diagnosis. But for many families, the cost of a private diagnosis, up to $7,000 TT, is out of reach. And the public waiting lists stretch up to a year. This delay isn't just an inconvenience, it's a profound injustice. My niece with autism spectrum disorder was nonverbal, but through early intervention, she was able to develop speech and even be integrated into public school. Her ability to learn and express herself transformed because of that timely support. Blooming Abilities is my initiative dedicated to each child with special needs. Our mission is twofold: to dismantle the financial barrier to diagnosis and to empower families with affordable, accessible tools for early intervention. This is about more than treatment. It's about giving every child the chance to be understood, to remind them and each of us that we belong in this world just as we are. Let us build a legacy of inclusion in Trinidad and Tobago that will echo for generations, where each child, regardless of their challenges, can reach their full potential. Thank you.
Ora with ya, Miss San Juan. You brought a whole section here with you today. Good evening, how are you?
Good evening. I'm grateful, thank you.
She's grateful. All right, so Blooming Abilities, which is an initiative to provide support for families with children and special needs. What inspired you to come up with this project?
A little backstory. This morning I was taking off my necklace and I was struggling with the clasp, my nails. And I was thinking, gosh, what's wrong with this necklace? And as a volunteer at the Academy for Special Needs, I've seen over the weeks and months that I've been there, when these children are trying to hook that proverbial clasp, they think, what's wrong with me, right? Because unfortunately, there's systemic barriers that kind of keep them at just this level. They have special abilities that if we can transform the way that their systems run, the education, the access to support that they have, they can really step up and allow what is unique about them to flourish. I feel like we have deficits where they have such gifts and they also need support from us for things that we get and we take for granted. So that is really the inspiration behind why I decided to join a pageant to begin with and do this work. As I would have mentioned in the video also, I have a bit of a personal connection as well. I saw my niece get to express herself literally and figuratively by accessing treatment and early intervention. Because being able to express yourself, to speak, it's not just about the access that you have for education and work after, but how you develop as a person comes from speaking like this, speaking in places. And as you speak and you figure out what you want to say, what you like, what you don't like, and you get feedback, it's such a difference. And transformation really is possible. We just need certain systems in place to help them, the way that we have set up an education system and a healthcare system and a transportation system for us.
Thank you very much. Ora with your Miss San Juan. Thank you. Absolutely beautiful. So we move right along to your next delegate who has successfully made it to the top 7. Please help me welcome Shalini Suchet Rupnarain, Miss Shogunas West.
In every rhythm, there's a release. In every step, a story. for persons carrying silent struggles, anxiety, sadness, self-doubt, dance becomes a language their soul understands. It's more than movement, it's transformational. I've seen how dance transforms minds and mends hearts, how laughter returns, how posture changes, how confidence blooms. Because dance isn't just motion, it's emotion, it's healing, it's hope. I offer these workshops not just to teach rhythm, but to help them dance toward a better mental health. One joyful step at a time. This is my purpose. This is my voice. This is their power. This is Rhythms for Resilience.
Shalini Suchet Ruknarain, Miss Shagonas West. Good evening, and how do you feel right now?
Very happy and thrilled to be here.
So your Rhythms for Resilience, which is a mental health healing initiative involving dance therapy. What inspired that? What inspired you to say, okay, I'm going to shake it off, I'm going to dance?
Last year, I had some anxiety, and dance is my way of overcoming it. So when I started to dance, I realized that I needed to share this with others who are probably feeling the same way, who have anxiety, who have any depression. And I think that it is one of the most important physical activities to have in order to feel better about yourself. I've also had women in my workshops who came to me at the end and told me that they felt so much better. They have felt inspired to go to the gym, to eat healthier. And I was very proud of myself, knowing that I could have transformed somebody's life to be, and for them to dance towards a better mental health.
I love that. And in a world where, mental health can be taboo, we're now very self-aware and all these different things. How has that process, that journey of translating that message to the public been for you?
I think having more workshops, be it dance workshops, anything form of art, can lead us to have more knowledge about it. And let's open up and talk about it, because we can't have it be a taboo anymore. We need to talk about it, and once we express ourselves more, it's become more knowledgeable in our Caribbean especially.
Thank you. So do you think we could start a dance workshop now? You could teach me a little move, a little something I could do?
Of course. Yeah? Of course. I'll teach you a hand movement.
Hand movement, okay, I'm gonna try. You all trying with me? Let me see the hand movement.
It's the number one.
It's the number one.
It's called Suchi.
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 It's my favorite.
Why is it your favorite?
Because it has Sut, and my surname is Suchet.
And plausible explanation. Thank you very much, Miss Shagonas West. You'll always see me with my new dance move later, okay? Have I mastered it? It looking good? It looking all right? So we get ready. Is this, yes, your final delegate? For the top 7, please help me welcome Latifah Morris, Miss Shagonas East.
With a population of approximately 1.5 million people, Trinidad and Tobago faces significant health challenges, ranging from obesity and NCDs, non-communicable diseases, notably cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancers, which accounts for roughly 82.7% and are the leading cause of death. Depression accounts for 13.6% of our mental health burdens, and our suicide rates are among the top 3 in the region. Childhood obesity, where Trinidad and Tobago has seen a 4-fold increase in the combined percentage of overweight and obese school-age children for the last 2 decades, which is very alarming. Due to my experiences, the health statistics, and the many conversations had with friends and family, I've decided that I can't stay silent about this crisis at hand no longer. Not only by being a voice for change, rather, but by being a catalyst for change, someone willing to do the work to ensure there's transformation and leading by example. By co-founding the Zen Lifestyle community, the BBL program, Building a Better Lifestyle, was created to empower, encourage, and transform lives holistically. By working together across sectors, governments, communities, workplaces, and families, because I believe we can truly create a healthier, balanced future that addresses well-being physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and mentally. To support, you can become a sponsor of our BBL program, you can donate towards our program, or you can volunteer your time to assist with execution.
Let's take action to redefine TNT by adjusting our diets, being more active, and seeking mental health care.
Oftentimes we say we'll die for our families. Today I say to you, why not live healthier or more intentional for them? I am Latifah Morris, your Miss Universe Trinidad and Tobago 2025, representing the beautiful and resilient community of Shogunas East.
Latifah Morris, Miss Shogunas East. Good evening, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
So you know I have to ask about the name one time. The BBL program. Please tell me, what inspired that name? I love the relevancy, but I need to know what inspired that name.
Well, the BBL program, we've known that BBL is a surgical procedure. Oftentimes I've been accused many years about, getting a BBL done. But it was all hard work and dedication, and that is where the BBL has been formed. From using that stone that they throw at me, and using it as a stone to build a wall, to be stronger, and to empower lives.
You all hear that, ladies? That's the kind of BBL that we like over here. Can you give us your top 3 tips for building a better lifestyle?
Well, the BBL program, what we do, we focus on building a better lifestyle holistically, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I will say one tip, start eating healthier. Tip 2, build your relationship with the Almighty God, because without Him, you are no one. And tip 3, love for others. When you love yourself, you can love others. And the BBL program, what we do, we encourage you to love yourself, and in that way you love others. By loving others, you want a better lifestyle for them, and that is what the BBL program, Building a Better Lifestyle, is basically about.
Thank you very much. Miss Shogunas East, Miss Shogunas East, thank you very much. And now we are going to bring back out the People's Choice. Yes? The People's Choice to talk about her program, Behind My Smile. Let's welcome Miss Diamond Vale. Okay, People's Choice.
I'm back again.
She's back again.
Like I never left.
She never left. So can you let us know some insight into how Behind My Smile was formed?
Sure. I would have suffered with some mental health issues while I was in university, because we all know med school is not a walk in the park, right? So I did suffer with a little bit of depression. And I noticed at that moment, I knew before, but at that moment it really solidified how important your community is, how important your village is. Really and truly having a safe place where you feel as though you belong, it can really be the difference between being here one moment and not. That was a very foundational part in my life, and I always plan on taking that forward with me. And that is where Behind My Smile was birthed. It focuses on all the struggles young women have to deal with while saving a face, smiling through it, smiling through the pain, smiling through the struggles. Not everybody has the privilege of having a strong village like I do. Not everybody has a foundational community. And that's the aim of Behind My Smile, to offer that village and that sense of belonging and community to young women and even men who do not have that familial support. That is the purpose of Behind My Smile. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Can we see some smiles in the audience? Can we see some smiles? I see that smile. I love that smile. Thank you very much, Miss Diamond Vale. Can we give a round of applause for your top 7? All right. So let's see what we have next. All right. So if you've just joined us on the live stream on islandtv.tv, thank you very much. Please follow our journey all the way to Thailand this coming November as we prepare to crown a new ambassador queen. All right. Also, the Crowns and Sashes Academy, which focuses on youth development and national service. As part of the boot camp training, the delegates are taught the tools of business innovation and development using the business model canvas, coached by Ramon Alexis, to help them structure and vision in a tangible way their various platforms and passion projects. Crowns and Sashes Academy adopted the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals to help streamline their initiatives for global impact. Can we give them a round of applause for that, please? Of course, we want to say thank you to the various ministries and the stakeholder engagements, as well as the Embassy of Mexico, for facilitating some of the courtesy visits and also facilitating discussions about ways in which Crowns and Sashes organization can become long-term partners. Thank you very much. Also, we want to thank you guys, the fans, friends, and families, and all of Trinidad and Tobago for supporting this good work and encourage you to invest more tangibly in the growth of the Academy. July 2025 marks 7 years since legal registration, and we have already churned out over 100 young men and women who have piloted community-based projects. Yeah, y'all can clap for that. Locally, regionally, and internationally. So we're going to have some entertainment now. Some fun stuff. Please help me welcome to the stage a performance by Jamal.
Hi, good night, everyone. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world. let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. We may be right, we may be wrong. Just say you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see, close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me away. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me away. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Thank you very much. I am Jamal Winchester.
Can we make some more noise for Jamal? Thank you very much. So now we're going to get into some special awards. I would like to invite all ladies, all delegates back on stage. Can we welcome them as they come, please? All 14 contestants on stage for the Crown and Sashes Special Awards. All right. Y'all ready? Are you all ready? So in our first category, for Best National Costume, our nominees are Miss Kudapair, Miss Barataria, Miss Shagonas East, and Miss Karanaj. And your winner for Best National Costume is Miss Shagonas East, Latifa Morris. Congratulations to you. Best in Swimsuit. And your winner for this category goes to Miss Diamond Vale, Saleh Litren. Next category, Best Runway. And your nominees are Miss San Juan, Miss Diamond Vale, and Miss Chagonas East. And the winner of Best Runway goes to Miss Diamond Vale, Sile Litran. Let's see that walk, girl. Come on, girl. Our next category, Best Interview, and this is by the judges' scores. Your nominees are Miss Diamond Vale, Miss Carenage, and Miss Chagonas East. And your winner for this category is Miss Chagonas East, Latifah Morris. Shouts to the BBL. Our next category is Social Influencer for Multimedia. And your nominees are Miss Canupia, Miss Chagonas West, and Miss Chagonas East. And your winner for Social Influencer goes to Miss Chagonas West, Shalini Suchet Rupnarain. Post for the gram. Post for the gram. Lovely. Our next category, Miss Photogenic. And this is the photographer's choice. Your nominees are Miss Dabity, Miss Diamond Vale, Miss Carenage, and Miss Chagonas East. And your winner for Miss Photogenic goes to Miss Dabity, Anushka Duki. Congratulations to you. On our next category, we have Miss Personality. And the winner is Miss Carenage, Zena McDonald Jara. Miss Personality. Delegate's choice. All the personality in that walk, girl. We see you. Our next category is Most Improved. And this is the Academy's choice. And the winner is Miss Gonzalez, Samora Rizan. All right. We now move on to your people's choice. Let's make some noise for Miss Diamond Vale, Saleh Litran. This was a public vote. Miss Litran has won the most public votes. Our next category, Woman of Substance Voice for Change. And your nominees are Miss Diamond Vale, Miss Palm East, and Miss Chaguanas East. And the winner of this category goes to Miss Chaguanas East, Latifah Morris. Building a better lifestyle. That's the BBL team in the corner there. Thank you. And our final award in this segment is the Mexican Embassy Award, Special Voice for Change. And the winner of this category goes to Miss Diamond Vale, Saleli Tren. Thank you very much to all our ladies. Can we please give them a round of applause? Thank you for joining us.